Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And here's a look at some numbers for Emmanuel Quickley.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for the Raptors, the guard spots filled by Quickley and Barrett. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. And this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. All teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
Now here's Brunson. Stolen by Quickley. Barnes outside. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Celtics. Hart outside. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Shoots over Pirtle. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart.
Is the mid-range from Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Here's Barrett. Over Bridges. Barrett, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Pass to Quickley. The 3 from Barnes. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Anunoby against Quickley. Out to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Brunson against Quickley. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Quickley, that's for 2. And again, no good by Toronto.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And that one, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Jalen Brunson. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Barrett with the bounce pass. Barnes dishes to Ingram. In the corner, Barrett with it. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
And when it comes to R.J. Barrett, what do you think, Doris, about his development?
Well, we know he's got a scorer's mindset, and he's excellent off the dribble. The key for his growth is just he's got to become a consistent shot maker from deep.
Clock at 2, and here's Brunson outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Now here's Barnes. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Quickly looking it over. Back to Barnes. Quickly finds Ingram. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The free throw drops for Towns. Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
And so he hits both. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Boy, that comfort level from three-point territory, that is something R.J. Barrett's continue to work on.
Bridges against Barrett. Unloads. And Pirtle pulls it down. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Barnes outside. Over Hart. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now here's Brunson, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Stolen by Quickly. Pass to Ingram. Quickly against Brunson. Here's Barrett. Now Pirtle. Buries it down low.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Bridges outside. Hart outside. Here's Towns. Drilled from 11 feet out. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Quickly kicks to Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Barrett dishes to Ingram. That three off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. It's tipped. Onside, Barrett down low. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Shoots over Bridges. Bank shot. No good.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Anunoby, good.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Towns. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Back to Brunson. This one for three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Barrett the pass to Pirtle. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Pirtle. And it's 7 points for R.J. Barrett. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Raptors with some changes. Nobo's checked in, and Dick subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Clarkson comes in for Bridges. Here's Brunson, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Hart kicks to Towns. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And of course, there's the Raptors, 2 games back.
Well, I think for New York, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year. Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Shot clock at 5. New York, no good that time either. The Raptors with the lead. Pass to quickly. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Now, here's Hart. Clarkson passes to Towns. Another miss by Towns. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's quickly. He's covered by Clarkson. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
To the inside. They need this one, and the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's quickly. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Towns. Hart outside. Back to Towns. From the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
Now, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a 3-point shot. You better guard me.
Now, Dick. And here is Ingram, defended by Towns. Pass to Mobo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Brunson, the basket on the assist from Clarkson. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. The Raptors shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Now Dick. He has yet to score, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Guerschon Yabusele, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
McBride passes to Clarkson. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fires from the line. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Shed. Back to Barnes. Shoots over Clarkson, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Here's Clarkson. From past the arc, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Straight away, they open things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson out there with Guerschon Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. Now, here's Clarkson. Still yet to score. Here's Shed. Pass to Dick. A beautiful reverse layup. Dick's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Pass to Dick. To the right side. Here's Mobo, guarded by Robinson. Mobo can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's McBride. The offensive rebound. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pass to Bridges. Robinson dishes to Bridges. Here's Clarkson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Mikal Bridges, number 1.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Throw good, Clarkson. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 7. Here's Robinson. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead. Inside. Got a piece of it. Clarkson taking his time here. Anunoby passes to McBride. New York moving it around. Bridges for 3. Drills it from outside. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. Dick against Bridges. Driving to the basket. Pass to McBride. Back to Bridges. Robinson kicks to Bridges. Now McBride. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Robinson.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Barnes screen on Anunoby. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Mobo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson. The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Endorse the Raptors. It would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for size. They have a lot of length and athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identify, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Barrett dishes to Ingram. To the middle. Here's Mobo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Anunoby. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Bridges with it. Barrett covering. 6 to shoot. Yabusele screen on Barrett. Fires at the elbow. Bridges misses. Raptors trail by 8. And here is Ingram. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Pass to quickly. There's the screen. Off target from three-point range. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Anunoby finds McBride. Here's Bridges. Quickly covering, and it's good for 2. Bridges has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Barrett the pass to Quickly. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Brunson scanning the floor. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
First one falls for him. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris had started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Brunson against Quickly. Outside, Barrett. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Towns a screen on Quickly. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from three?
Pass to Barrett. Quickly against Brunson. And that one's good. Ingram.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. Barnes right side. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got it back down to single digits for the Raptors. Brunson against Quickly. Outside, Towns. And again, New York with the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Quickly against Brunson. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Shoots over Yabusele. Barnes can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 11. Anunoby passes to Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, here's Quickly. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. To the inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson for the three. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 11.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
New York's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Barnes kicks to Quickly. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Barrett the pass to Barnes. His three-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 8. Brunson outside. And Barnes sends it back.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Quickly a screen on Brunson. Brunson against Ingram. Fires the three. Kept alive. Onside Barrett. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 5-point Knicks lead.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. And again, New York turns it over.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Grady Dix checked in for Barnes. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Quickly with it. He's got 7. 29 seconds left now here in the second. Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Now Brunson. Anunoby has the open look. New York, no good that time either. Ingram outside. Over Hart. And that one released in time, but no good. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for New York. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the New York Knicks.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth, a key factor for them here. All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough. You win.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's Quickly. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's Quickly in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad. But there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot. guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
2 shots. Last on the first.
He's off on the first. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And the second free throw, good.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Hart with a screen on quickly. Here's Brunson. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Ingram. He's got 5. Barnes finds Pirtle. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And here's Ingram from the arc.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. Brunson down the lane. The kick out to Anunoby. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the score by New York. Shot clock at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And again, no good by Toronto.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Towns against Pirtle. Shot left block. And Pirtle pulls it down.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Pass to Quickly. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Quickly's got 10 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Towns wide open. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Knicks lead by 5.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Come get it. Come get it.
Barnes outside. Pirtle with a screen on Bridges to the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against Miami, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now, here's Barrett. 11 points in the game. Pirtle with a screen on Bridges, and it's Barrett penetrating. And there's the basket. Whistle blows, and a chance for a three-point play going to the line for 1.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and 1. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Connected to the game. Of course, that's one way to describe Jakob Poeltl.
Well, Poeltl is an exceptional screener. He loves to hit the glass. He's a very physical player. He's everything you want in a big.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Barnes. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 10. And a miss there on the triple. It's Hart on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Hart the pass to Brunson. Now here's Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists tonight.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Now here's Barrett. He's got 11. And stolen by Anunoby. That shot off. Good D by Barnes. And Toronto turns it over again. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's see the league leaders in rebounding, the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And Barnes sends it back. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And Toronto making a change here. Bobo's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Clarkson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Pass to Mobo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Here's Brunson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Brunson's got 13.
We call that, folks, the stop and pop. Jalen Brunson with the pull-up J.
Back to Quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. Off target with his 3. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Pass to Mobo. And here's Barrett. Barnes screen on Clarkson. It's good from Barnes on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now, here's Hart. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game.
How about that physical finish from Scotty Barnes? He uses his body to get separation.
Here's Towns. He's got 16. Out to Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Guys, you can tell Scotty Barnes is locked in on the offensive end, and now he's found a rhythm, and there is no backing down.
Now, here's Bridges. 14 points for him. Back to Brunson. The focus from Brunson.
Boy, that is nothing but pure basketball skill from Jalen Brunson. When he touches the paint, that craftiness comes into play.
Outside, Barrett. For the tie. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Bridges kicks to Hart. Pass to Brunson. Over quickly. Brunson, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Down low. And stolen by Hart. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Clarkson outside. Outside, Towns. Hart, wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, you see teams concede the 3 to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
Pass to quickly. Here's Mobo. Misses the 3. Barnes against Brunson. No good on the triple.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Barrett.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work of the mid-range.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yerjan Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Inside. Nice shot by Yabusele. And the Knicks lead by 6. Toronto's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
For Toronto, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. .52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Robinson. Pass to Bridges. Back to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Yabusele setting a screen for Bridges. That's good on the jump shot. Bridges has got 16.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dick against Anunoby. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Bridges deciding where to go with it. That shot off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. New York ahead. They lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Knicks leading by 5. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Robinson is out there with Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. McBride with the ball. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. And for the Raptors, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. There's a good screen. Over to the left wing. Walter, good. Walter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Dick against Anunoby. Back to Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
And the Raptors making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Shed, defended by McBride. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. To tie it up. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
One thing you love about Grady Dick is the aggression he shows on a nightly basis. His shooting is such a key aspect to this particular team.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. New York shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. McBride passes to Anunoby. Now McBride. Towns the screen. McBride's shot is off. Toronto shooting well, 50% from the floor. Towns with the steal. Clarkson outside. Here's McBride. Towns down low, covered by Barnes. Here's Anunoby. Out to Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Anunoby against Dick. Pass to Shed. Raptors moving the ball around. The 3 ball. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here is Robinson. Towns. The rebound by Shed.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Murray Boyle. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Clarkson dishes to Towns. And Barnes sends it back. They recover it.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Shed. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. Shed's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Pass to Towns. Can they get it? And it's Anunoby, that time on the assist by Towns.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Now Dick to the paint. And that one's good, Barnes.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's McBride. Pass to Robinson. The kick out to Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. Hart, he's checked in for New York. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Ingram against Towns. Barnes the screen. And here's Ingram from the arc. And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's McBride. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. And he makes that one. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Here's Shed. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Hart on the wing. Towns sets the pick for Hart. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Dick. Six on the shot clock. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by New York. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Here's McBride. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Ingram against Towns. Now here's Ingram. He's covered closely. They can't stop the run with that one. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sake, good luck trying to stop him now.
Now here is Robinson. Here's Towns, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Knicks lead. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Ingram. Barnes the screen. Ingram passes to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Now here's Ingram. Takes the three. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McBride. New York moving the ball around. Towns, no luck. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 4-point game. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. A different look for New York. Bridges comes in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem. What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns, his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
Now here's Barnes. They could use a bucket. Some solid defense from Hart.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Brunson.
There's a savvy, a cleverness to what Jalen Brunson does to the defender. That pump fake, too good.
And he makes the first.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Ingram against Anunoby. Ingram left side. 6 to shoot. Bridges with the steal. Now Hart. Brunson outside. A three-pointer. Good.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Ingram up top. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 7. Cleared away by Hart. The Knicks leading by 12. Anunoby fires. The three doesn't go.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Now Hart, Hurdle with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Barnes, a huge two-handed slam.
Boy, very typical of Scotty Barnes, right? Get out into transition and get a bucket for your team.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. The long shot, no good. Here's Ingram. On the wing quickly. Defended by Hart. Bridges with the rebound. Here's New York. They're on a 20-6 run.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Knicks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Oh, what a play inside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinals. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.